to the next drawing lesson today. I forgot to do like a little lesson plan. I didn't have time to do it, but what I'm going to do is we're gonna start building those simple shapes, excuse me, into more of a creature, basically. So I don't know what kind of animals I'm going to draw, but hopefully by the end of this, I'm going to draw a little bit of an intro to like a human or cartoonish body. So if you give me 1 second to set up for like a short minute, I'm going to I'm going to start with right here. Ah, the alarm. It's here. It's time to draw. Well, no, not really. It's time to do my basic dailies for everything. So, but anyway. Okay. So the most simplest thing I can think of when it comes to drawing animals is like a fish, a snake, and a turtle. Cause I have no clue on anything that could be any simpler than that. So a cartoon fish can be just as simple as a circle, as simple as a circle and a triangle at the end. Damn, there's shit in my throat and I don't like it. And we're just gonna draw like a little smiley face because why not? That's a simple fish. If you want to build upon this, we're going to put this in the corner here. Shrimple. Because I do like it. Shrimple. Anyway, we'll have that in the corner. This will be a little bit more complex, so we're gonna take this circle and turn it into like an ellipse. Just kind of squeeze it down, and we're gonna angle the triangle in a way that it looks more like a tail. So kind of just like that. And this is like the goldfish level of simple. Ooh, and the whale crackers, that they're like, I guess the knockoffs of goldfish. I'm not sure, but they taste pretty fucking good. And we're going to have, let's draw like a betta fish. There's many different kinds, so you can't go wrong with them. And we're gonna do another half circle right here, and a little triangle on the top. So we can have that, and another smiley face, because this one's kind of done. So we move this one next to the fish, next to the simple fish. Great, and you can see, like, with these shapes, they're getting definitely more recognizable when it comes to, like, animals and things that we see in real life. Let's draw, or let's continue to go on this top, on this right here. So I'm going to draw a nice little circle again. And we're going to start with that fish tail. Get rid of, oh, I'm on the wrong eraser. Oh wait, I'm on the right eraser. But anyway, I'm going to draw that, and we're going to have this as like our base. So this is what it's going to build upon. And we're going to lower the opacity for that. Start a new layer. And this fishy is going to become a more detailed fishy. And with that, we do curves. So we're going to make this a little bit Like, oh my god, that reminds me of of Lightning McQueen from Cars. It's just you can see the car right here. But yeah, that's anyway. That's just my mind coming up with shit. So we're gonna pinch the nose, and that's kind of gonna look like that. And with the eye that's right here, we're gonna do a curve. This way it looks like there's like a little bulge in the eye, and it'll kind of look like a frog in a way. But yeah, that's the I'm losing my words today. But that's the eye bulge right there, and we're gonna do a small little curve here, and bring that out like that. And we're gonna do the same thing down here, but we're not gonna have that eye bulge because the eye bulge doesn't exist down there unless you have a really mutated fish. Then I'm sorry, don't eat it. But what kind of fish is this looking like? I'm gonna add some gills here since the fishes have gills. When it comes to the triangle, it's just a nice little curve up and out, and that's gonna be the dorsal fin. And kind of give it, we're gonna make it look like a bat wing, sort of, like it's has that's how I do my little cartoon wings. But instead of the claw here, because some fish just aren't that well equipped, it's gonna be kind of like that. And we're gonna go through this part, erase this, and it's gonna stay right there. So that's, why does that looks like a battering, like it just got stuck in the fish. And I think this needs to be a little smaller, and you can play with it. But I need to make sure we're keeping on track, and I'm just gonna do that. And why I did that was, we have the big little, I guess, like main appendage for the fin, because fins are really thin. They're really flowy. Right? And I'm gonna erase this. And what you can do with the dorsal fin to make it like more like it's flowing, you can take little. Let me actually reduce this so I can make two at the same time. Did I copy it? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Oh no! We can't have them be the same, the wrong sizes. I fucked that all up. But we have two fishes, and this one's gonna be like a static image, like frozen in time, and we're gonna add a little bit of movement to this one. Right? And the way to draw like a little tail, kind of like this, is how you would kind of see the cartoon fish in a way. How most people draw like that little kind of like half infinity, half sideways hourglass. But that's the goldfish. We want a kind of real fish. Give him like really dead looking eyes. Oh, those aren't dead. Those are lively. But yeah. And when it comes to the fin, we can see that it's poking through the body here. So we're gonna have that fin kind of look like that. And then as we erase stuff, I have really bad gas this morning. We're gonna erase stuff. This is way it kind of shows you like progress on how like it's going. I did that there because you can just like curve your gills. That'll work too. And I'll keep it like that because that looks nice. And we're gonna have the fin like right there because it's like the same there. When it comes to, I guess, like the bat sort of thing where they have their little muscles in there, we're gonna start from the point, at the very point, and we're just kind of following that line until we hit right here, and they're all gonna merge together. And we're just gonna do that for the rest, or for the other two, and we've got a little bit of a fin of your fish. This one's gonna be a bit larger, so remove that and extend. That's not extending. Extend. Oh no, that's not good. But actually, that works pretty well. I'm gonna put that right there. And the dorsal fin, I have not looked at a fish in a while because I don't go to the fucking ocean. But it's kind of the same premise right there. And it's like it's looking like a bat I'm wearing. Like you kind of do it. It's like it's like that typical Batman with a logo right there. But that's just kind of seeing shapes within shapes, right? Alright. And we're gonna always do some curves with this, with the fins and stuff, because there's, well, I don't want to say there is no sharp edges out there, but they're more man-made with the sharp edges. I have not seen like a thing with extremely sharp edges other than like quartz and all the diamonds and stuff. Anyway, I'm getting off track. Jesus Christ. Then this tail, we're gonna go all the way out here, since it's following that nice little triangle. Gonna move this, and then just kind of do a little crescent moon for that fin. Cause I'm not. This is more looking like a shark fin. Just into a shark. Shit. But anyway, we're gonna add those wings, and you got a pretty decent looking fish. I'm not sure what it is. It's just fish. Fish. Anyway, we're gonna move the. Oh no, not the fin. I'm gonna merge this down. And select. Selecting. We're gonna move this over here so we have more room for the other fish. But, oh no, Jesus Christ. There. Then this one, make this a little bit larger. With this one, like I said, we're going to add a little bit more motion to it. This way it looks like it's in water. I'm gonna remove these dorsal fins. We start off with the base here. And when it comes to like putting a fin kind of like that, oh no, it's looking like a tadpole with a mixture of a frog. It's heavy legs. That's not a frog leg. But yeah, when it comes to moving the fin, you can either go inward and it'll look like that, or we're gonna go outward and move this over here, merge down, move these, and go. It's a very slow morning for me. Alright, we move those two, and it's right there. Anyway, we can go that way, or we can go the other way. And get this here, and go that way. Now, that's kind of, if you're facing the fish, like head on, kind of. This will be the fish. This one right here is moving to the left. That's the right. No, it is left. Jesus Christ. And this fish, it's going to the right. And you can like see that. It's a bit on the nose. But when it comes to, oh wait, this is not gonna, like a little, yeah, right there. Now to add the fins to this, we're gonna put a little bit more flow. So this is the base, and that's this fish right here. But we're going to give it like a little bit more of a curve. Get rid of this shit here. A little bit more of a curve. And you can here, let me make that look a little more simpler. So this will be that, and we're gonna go start right there, and we're gonna fall a little short and go right back up. So it's like a fancy check mark. We can do it again, and one more time. And there we go. We have a little bit of a moving fish. And then obviously do the same thing with the line and go up. They're respected muscle fins, fish muscles. And there you go. So the tail here is gonna be like flipped on this side. And it's the same goes for this one, where it's the same triangle actually. Hang on, let me move. Oh god, I have nowhere to put this. Same triangle, and we're gonna move it. Or I'm gonna copy it. Sorry. We're gonna copy this, and we're gonna put that right on the tail. And we're gonna take this one. Damn it. We're going to take this one. And it's gonna be like the same thing, where it's just kind of hanging out right there. But it's behind the fish. So we're gonna remove this and remove that. And there you go. You got a tail moving back and forth. And moving on, we have this fish, and we're gonna have this fin right here, kind of going a little bit longer, and the same thing with the check mark right there. Move it. This is got to get out of the way, and I'll touch a little bit more on how these lines can overlap and underlap and create different types of depth later on. But we're sticking with the base. All right. This, and we have the fish. Like, fish aren't obviously that pronounced because we have a head down view right here, and that'll be the dorsal fin and the fish things. What these are doing in like real time on the top view, they're going like really to the left and really to the right. That's not left and right. Anyway, it's going like that, and in reality, we want it to be like kind of like a little bit off to the side. So we're not going to make this less or more pronounced. We're going to make this less pronounced now. like less, what's the word? Less, well, obviously, pronounced, less pronounced. That's the quite simple term. Oh no, that's looking like a really demented looking frog now. What have you done? Alright, let me get rid of this. And we're gonna make that a little bit less intense with how the fin is going. I'm gonna make this a bit smaller, so this way I have a little bit more room to work. So we're keeping that curve, but we're not gonna go all the way out here with that. We're just gonna stop midway and just kind of have it facing down. We'll bring out this fin right here. It's looking a bit weird. So, and we're gonna do a sharp curve right there. What we're actually going to do next is, since this would be where the fin was, we're gonna twist up and then down, so it looks like a little axe, just like one of those axes. And move this muscle here. This is where the muscle's going to be. So it is kind of like that line right there, and this, I think, would kind of be, it would be the same way. So we're gonna put that there. That looks like a sperm. That looks like sperm. Oh god. We're gonna have those bat wings and move this, move that, and you can see by now that it's moving. It's moving its nice little tail around, and for this one, since it's going a little bit to the right, we're gonna go like that. And we're going to keep this guide right here and move it a little up, so it kind of looks like it's moving. It's moving. Gonna take the muscle here. I'm gonna move it where it's like the tail, and we can just add in those little lines. And you kind of get the idea with the rest of the fish. So that is a fish. We got goldfish, like a children's book fish, and a really demented looking rendition of like a generic fish right here. So let's move on to something kind of as simple, but not really. This one was like a definitely high on the on the difficulty list. I'm gonna move that. Why is this? Those are the same things. Damn. Alright. There is something really in my fucking throat, guys. I'm not sure if it's a hairball. I'm not sure if it's like mucus, but it's in there and it's not coming out. Alright. Turtle. Turtle time. Alright. We all know what a turtle looks like. I hope so. Unless you're like in kindergarten and you have yet to gain sentience. Turtle. We're gonna start with the very simple body, which is a half circle gonna have 2 squares for the little defeats. This is gonna be like an S. Turtles don't really have that long of a neck, do they? Unless they're like extending it. But yeah, a little bit of a hat and a circle here. But that circle is gonna have a curve in it. So it's like moving. Alright. But for now, I'm gonna have it as a simple circle. We're gonna get that into the next part. And you got a triangle right here. So you got yourself a nice little turtle. You've passed. you passed art class in kindergarten. Anyway. Wait, we got the turtle. We're gonna build upon this turtle. We're gonna start with that half circle again. But we're gonna do it less pronounced, so it looks exactly kind of like a circle. That's more like letters, but yeah. Moving on. We're gonna move that downward till like word length and depth and all those wonderful words. We're gonna remove this since it's too high, too detailed, or like too simple. And we're gonna start. I'm gonna put these down more. This way it looks. Alright. Now, for a little bit more complex turtle, we're gonna have a really long oval here. And we're gonna squish that circle right there. We're gonna add a little bit depth with this. So it's a half circle and a square for a leg. And to make the back leg, we're just gonna have a rectangle right there, right behind. And the same process for the end right here: half circle, square, rectangle in the back, and a more curvy tail. Oh no, turtles don't have that long of tails, do they? So like a nice little curvy tail. And we're gonna have that ellipse at the bottom. So this is an ellipse right here. And we removed like the line right there and right there. Alright. So, and this one, you always want to have like a bit of a layer difference. So let me show you what I mean here. We're gonna draw some pieces of paper. Like, you know, the copy paste paper logo that's on pretty much every single phone. This one I did just one more extra piece of paper, so I can show you. Son of a bitch. Alright, move this. Now, to get this sort of, let me make an extra copy for right now, so I can, no, not invert, copy and paste, and move this right here. Let's say this piece right here is in the foreground, and this piece right here is in the middle, and this one's obviously in the back, far back. Let's kind of separate these for right now. So this way I can show you like more in depth of what I mean. So, when you take a piece of paper and you layer it on top, you'll notice that the back is like going through the paper, so it's more like an infinity symbol than anything else. We're gonna move that line, or we're gonna take this line, and you can definitely see by now that the paper is behind the other paper. And we're gonna repeat that again, so it's like that, and erase. And it's just behind it. It's just behind it. But you can see it, believe it, it's there. So with this little example right here, I need to merge these because it's getting difficult. Alright, we're gonna erase those lines since it's in the paper, and this one final one right here. And you can take this simply, or more simple and more direct. You can stack them on each other, and it's the same process. But the more something is in the foreground, the more you gotta erase lines that are behind it. And you can do the same thing from the bottom too, so you can kind of do this just all day, pretty much, where everything's behind, everything's in front. But yeah, this is like a deck of cards right here that's really, really badly organized. So we can see the oval right here, just like that. But we also have this in the foreground. So this is like way in the back. That's kind of like the background. This one's like all the way in the background. So I'm gonna color these in while it's like I can show you a little bit better. So we're doing this crosshatch. See, look, we're crosshatching, guys. We're learning. All right, so this is all the way in the back. This is like kind of in the middle. This one's like in the middle as well, and this one is like, and the legs are in the like forefront most, like in the foreground. It's in front of you. So we're gonna get rid of these extra lines. We're going like the ellipse right here. It kind of pokes out in this area, so we're gonna keep that. This we're gonna remove the basic shape building lines, and we're gonna take that part of the bar and remove it. So we got a turtle. We got a level 2 turtle. Wait, I didn't have the lines. There we go, level 2 turtle. Get rid of this. We're gonna move it down. Move it up. Level 3. Like getting more complex. All right. So start with that base, because you always want to start with the base. No trouble. Son of a bitch. I'm messing up on the lines. Copy and paste. We move this up. Right, there we go. We're gonna put this in the foreground, or in the background. We'll make it lighter. This should be like a pencil line right here, like a single pencil line, very light stroke. Then, when you get a little bit darker, this will be more of a like final concept drawing, and all the way this is like a line or a really thick marker or whatever's on hand. So this is gonna go away. This is gonna go away. So we got the turtle. We're gonna give the turtle like a bit of a triangle. Oh no, I'm on the wrong layer. We're gonna give it a bit. Son of a bitch. We're gonna give it, if it'll work, since it's in the foreground a bit, and we want to kind of have it that nice little rotation. We're gonna move that turtle right here. And we're going to build into more complex shapes here. So this will be a trapezoid. This will be a triangle right here. This will be the circle. This is looking like a bird. But yeah, we have that. And the curve for the head. Let me actually do that real quick. I'll explain that in like a second. No, I don't want to duplicate it. Don't want to duplicate it. There we go. Alright, so we replace the simple little neck head with a bird, a baby bird. But it's obviously not going to look like that. So, we're going to... This one's a bit... Oh no. This is the wrong line. This is the wrong area. We're not safe here. Alright. We're going to have that little eye bulge right there. This is going to be more along line with the eye. So, that's like that. We move this down. And there you go. You got part of the head. Since this is... I should have showed it before. But since this is kind of like an angle, we're going to take that line right there. Stick that. And do a little curve. And then finish the neck. Alright. We have an eye. That's more like an ellipse. Make him smile. So we're going to have that curve where it's like his front little tooth. So the front of a turtle. It's got that like oval looking face, and we're gonna. It's like a really bloated up rectangle. So this is a rectangle. This is like the sides here, and it's like a bag of popcorn. Popcorn. There we go. That's a simple way of doing it. But anyway, little half circle, up. This is the eyes of the turtle. Front head on. And to get that little tooth, it's like that. This is looking like alien hominid. Little alien. Anyway, that is the turtle face head on. We're going to add a second eye bulge to give that field of depth. We're not going to put an eye right there because the eye is on the other side. So if we put it like this, then it's behind, and we're obviously going to not have that there. We're going to hide it. But we have the turtle neck. And with this little ellipse right here, this doesn't really give the head a satisfactory little hole, nor does it give like the legs a little hole. So we're going to kind of bend it. Bend it like that. We're going to give it a nice little bend, like a paper clip. Now, since the head is more in the foreground, we're going to take it right there and remove that so it looks like this. Bring that a little back and just kind of send it back there. For this one, we're going to have that line, and it's going to curve for the feet. So it's the head. It has the hole for the feet. Gonna have this. Take this out of the foreground. Dial it back a bit. Put the foot right there. Give it like a nice little pause. And that's just what would this be considered? A flag for golf. Anyway. Alright. Whew, where did I leave off? I'm in my own little land here. For the back of the turtle, it's kind of like a bunch of different hexagons and shapes and like box shapes. So that'll be, hang on, let me get to the back. We're going to make this a little bit easier. We're going to make it like a box instead of an ellipse. So it's got it like right there. And since we're dealing with hexagons, this will be a hexagon up here. But we're not gonna add this one. This one's like invisible. We're just learning the shapes. So nice little hexagon here. That's what is a hexagon? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm not crazy. I know what a fucking hexagon is. Alright. Anyway, I'm connecting those since it looks more like a hexagon, like a little skewed hexagon. So you got a regular hexagon, and kind of moving it like this would distort it so it looks sideways. Alright, hexagon right here. 1, 2, 3, there. Hexagon, hexagon, and a hexagon. So we got, well, they're trapezoids now, but it's a mixture of trapezoids and hexagons, but they're always hexes. So you got that nice little shell looking like right there. We're just gonna make these little round edges, points, but following the line of hexagons, because turtles aren't completely geometric. And we're gonna have that line out here, same as what we did with the front, the tails and the, well, this time the tails in the back, because if we have it right here, we have the head and it's right there. If we had this like that, then the head would be in the background, and you understand, you get it. But yeah, we're gonna have a little bit of a point to it. This way it looks, of course, like an X. And those nice little turtle paws, or feet, or whatever the hell you call them, because I'm not sure what the hell it's called. The bottom, we're gonna remove that, since the ellipse and the bar is right there. We're gonna remove this part, and we're gonna create that bottom belly. And then we're gonna close this off right here, and close it off right here. So we just split the ellipse. Well, not really, but we just split the turtle from, like, we split the turtle shell into two little, like, things. But for now, or to add a little bit more detail, we're going to take that off. We're gonna add those hexagons back in, obviously with a little bit of a curve. And you've got level 3 turtle. You're doing great. you get an A. But yeah, we have turtle now. So you can see the very big, like, process of having things like move and trying to make shapes to your build those. I'm losing my mind here. You build those shapes to create a, like, more and more detailed turtle, or a fish, or let's do a snake. A snake I can actually kind of introduce, like, a little crash course on, what's the word? Perspective or depth. So a regular snake, level 1, we just have a little noodle. That's the line. That's it. That's the snake. And we're gonna have, like, I guess, like, a little pinpoint right there. That's as simple as a snake's gonna get, everybody. Anyway, we got the worm. Oh no, I'm still on distort. No, please, no, go back. Distort. We're gonna go here. All right, level one danger noodle completed. Obviously. Level 2, we're gonna have an S. We're gonna keep that line, and we're gonna bring it up. So that's kind of like a snake in a ready stance, I guess. Yeah, I don't know snakes. I'm gonna have the eyes. This one's on the outside because it's like a little bit of a cartoon snake. If you wanted it to look a little bit more real, you add that little eye bulge. But that's for level 3. And we're just gonna trace that line this way. Looks a little bit parallel and nice. And you got kind of like a worm now. This will be like the both same thing. Kind of spreading it out like that. And you got a worm. But to make it a snake, we remove all that. And you got a snake. The level 3. Level 3, here we go. Alright. For level 3, I'm going to show you like a little bit of a technique on how to do perspective. And this will obviously be taught more in depth down the line. But think of depth like a spiral. Alright? Now, a spiral can show you a lot of things. If you're doing like a zigzag, here, let me. Oh shit! I should have moved this down. Should move this the other way. All right, so we have that, and this will be also considered a spiral, but it's facing that way in a more like side profile than anything. So the snake would be, like, this would be the body of the snake, and it would be moving this way, and like you wouldn't see the eye from the other side. You would just be seeing the front snake. When it comes to the spiral, that's more like it's in front. So it's got that line and the line here. It's kind of like this one right here, where it's in the front, the tail, or the eyes in the back, and all that. It shows like which way and like what the snake is actually doing, because snakes they're not really that great on showing movement. They just slither around. So we're gonna combine this spiral right here. So what that does is it shows, can I get that little flat and go thicker from there until we reach the circle. So this would kind of mean that the direction it's going from the left, and then since it curves, we're going kind of in the front. And I'll just kind of show you how that works now with level 3. So we create, get this on another thing, we move that. Alright, spiral. And to make a head, we're going to kind of move it upwards, back down, or back into a flat spiral, and up. So we just changed the position from here, going to like the full left, to into the foreground, and we curved it back to go this way, and the head is right here. That's like here, up, and it's got that action line right there. So take this and make it array. So this will be the concept here. We have an ellipse. That's the wrong layer. We have a little bit of a triangle for the face. We have a neck coming down and the body kind of being fat since it's like in the foreground. So the head is in the foreground, the neck is a little bit back, and this is the foreground as well. And the tail is going to be in the back. Just like that. And snakes obviously have the scales, so I'm going to do that real quick. Before, and this is the snake tongue. Christ. We're going to have eye bulges. And get rid of some of this excess line right here. Alright. They're apex predators, so they're in the front. Alright, what I mean by that is, like, predators have their eyes facing forward, but prey eyes, because they need to watch every single thing around them, they're on the sides. So this would kind of be like, this is the snake. The snake's eye is going to be like back here somewhere. And this is like a side profile of a bird. So we got the beak and the head. And, well, the head. And the eyes will kind of like that. But yeah, you get the idea. I'm gonna give them little eyebrows to kind of fit the eye bulge. We got a nose and the eyes right there. The scales. They're actually gonna follow the pattern of the spiral. So we're gonna take that one right there, since it's more like this is like the bottom, and then it's gonna turn into the top. So we reverse it. We do another one right there, and as it gets further away, this one's obviously gonna be a little bit curved, and then that's the spiral. The top and the bottom are going to be split, so this way you can see the difference in the scales. And you can add, like, I don't know, circles at the top for, like, the pattern, and kind of do that, a little bit of that action here. And for the thing, it's going to follow those zigzags. And there you go. You got a little bit of a rough introduction to perspective, and that's level 3 snake. And you can have like a snake with like maybe this is the spiral position, so, and you can have it kind of like moving this way a bit. So if the snake is moving, let me get rid of these lines. The snake can be looking that way. But yeah, that is level 3 snake. Congratulations, you've passed again. Alright. Now, I'm gonna show you a little bit more of like a simple cartoony body, because I know how much you desperately want to draw your porn and shit like that. So let's get rid of these snakes, get rid of these fishes, delete this, delete. I should have not have deleted that because I needed the, I need these. Anyway, 1 second. Kind of like it's almost the end of the next stream because it's been an hour and I know you guys got better things to do. Alright, so when it comes to the body, it is a very, very complex system of like muscles and shapes and stuff like that. But you know me, I'm not a realistic drawer. I'm more of a cartoon drawer. So I'm gonna show you like a bit of a kawaii, a cutesy little doll-like figure. How I started this before in like my, I guess, like first lesson crash course is that everything starts with a stick figure. Kind of like doing the T-pose. Even though this is like an but anyway, that's the simple stick figure. We're gonna add shoulders to these and hips. So it's kind of like right there and right there. What I mean by that is let's have this do an A pose real quick. So we have the shoulders here, but that's going to be like an invisible line. These are the arms. We move it down. We have hips. So this would be like the limbs right here, the hips. This stick figure is a little bit too big, so we're going to have that. So that's a little bit more in depth. We can obviously go bigger and better with this. So let me copy and paste this. Let's move this down here. I should have kept that one that's down there. Oh, Jesus Christ. And so this is like the evolution of a stick figure that would be a good place to start, because bodies, believe it or not, come as stick figures. Like really complex stick figures. Alright, so when it comes to building the shapes of the body, you want to start, like if you're building a doll, sort of, this is like the little neck, so it's a rectangle. We got the head, and we're gonna, since it's like a doll-like figure, we're gonna have it a little bit bigger. Because normally, you'll learn, like I'll be like a little bit more in depth when it comes to realistic drawing and like tips to do that. But how a regular face would work is it's two, I believe, a half heads across from the shoulders. So you have the head right here, and they have 1, 2, 3. You got the neck, and the shoulders is like that. Yeah, I know, it's really weird. But you can see what I mean. And when it comes to like a whole body, it's like 8 heads. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm obviously short here. 7, 8. But yeah, it's a really weird like way of looking at it. I don't really like having a really long body, but that's kind of what it looks like. And really roughly. But let's get rid of these, and we'll continue on with the doll here. So I'm gonna remove this real quick because that's not necessary. Alright, we have a doll-like figure. We have the neck. We're going to have a circle here. It's gonna connect to another circle. And I'm gonna make a woman doll. So if you're doing a male doll, this would be squares. So just kind of think of it like that. Men are squares, women are circles. But we're gonna add a nice little thing right here. So it's got that hourglass figure, and it's looking like that already. Whew. Shoulders. This is like a puppet. So we're gonna have the shoulders right here, and you can see it like intersect with all that. The hips are like circles. It's all about circles here. And this one's gonna be... This one's like a really too big. Real quick. Alright. These are the knees. This is... I'm gonna draw half. This is the elbows. This is looking like the puppet with every passing moment. It's like... what's the puppet look like? It's like that. It's got... like really weird... I don't know. Like Night Marionette from Five Nights at Freddy's. But yeah. We're gonna... This is... Oh, that's... Oh, it's a matter of proportion. So, it is a very... refined, and like you get the idea. But that's gotta be a little bit taller. I'm gonna make the neck like that. I'm fixing it real quick so it looks better to me. That's perfect. That'll work. That'll work for now. This is looking like an alien. But yeah, you can see the... we're gonna... And the arms are circles too. The arms are circles. And that's like your basic very boiled down armature little mannequin. And I'm gonna go into like obviously more depth when it comes to drawing humans and stuff like that later, and the perspective, and like kind of adding all these concepts and principles and stuff like that together into one big drawing. So we're gonna copy this. Copy. Can I copy this? There we go. We're gonna make these shorter. Going to put this one in the foreground. There we go. And obviously with like stick figures, you can... they're very versatile when it comes to like moving and like showing motion and stuff like that. But to get even simpler than a stick figure, it's called an action line. And it's literally just a line. A single line. Move this real quick. No. This is like level 2. To do this action line for this running stick figure, it's like this. And you can like see it like a little bit. And like you add like the next arm and the other arm right there, and it grows. So we have level 1, level 2. We're gonna have the hips and the arms. So kind of like level 3. And I'm not gonna draw level 4 because that'll take too much fucking time. But what I'm gonna do with this drawing, I'm gonna dial it back. Don't need those. Well, kind of need those. To draw a little doll of a human, I'm kind of going like on a bit of a tangent, Because no, you know what? Let's go. We're running out of time here. Anyway, a human or a little person, a doll, has that circle right there, and we're going instead of an ellipse. We're not doing an ellipse. It's gonna be like half of a hexagon. So this is like the front of the hexagon. We're gonna bring that down. This is like the jawline, and this will be the chin. And these are obviously guides, so we're gonna remove them. We're gonna give them really big eyes. I don't give noses and mouths to my characters unless it's necessary. We're gonna make that line look, or that neck, kind of like an hourglass figure. I'm gonna have him slouch in a bit. So this is the shoulder. Gonna connect that line. That's the line in the shoulder. We're gonna follow this right here and make it nice and curvy. So we have the shoulder right there, and that's obviously gonna go down and follow the elbows and the arms and stuff like that. Repeat on the other side, elbows and arms. Alright, you have arms. you have little dangly little arms. And since it's right, like the chest is kind of like right there in a way, we're going to bring that out like this. So, and I'm going to show you like a little bit more online work, but this is kind of like how it kind of forms together. We're going to make that hourglass by, not by just like following these lines, because that just looks really weird and looks like a robot. But we're going to erase these because they're less pronounced. We're going to do that, like a little bit of a hill, because you can see like, oh, uphill both ways, Sonny. But yeah, we have uphill and downhill, uphill and downhill. And you can like make these like little lines for kind of drawing that guide. And the leg, the knees, the leg, the knees, the leg. It's gonna be a little bit bigger on the thigh side, and the hips, and we need to connect the hips. But that knee, leg, knee, leg, knee, leg, knee. Anyway, that is like a very simple mannequin. It's a little bit weird, it's a little bit archaic, but that's kind of like level 3, or no, level 4 for a stickman. Alright, I'm not sure where else to go with this, so, and we ran out of time, like 8 minutes ago, but the next lesson, I think, if you don't want to get, like, more in-depth with simple animals and things like that, because you saw how building shapes gets better and more complex and actually looks like stuff. But if you have any questions, hop over to my YouTube at MW Plus, or just at MW, and or like at MW, and then it's the word plus. But anyway, that's that. And if you have any questions, this stream will go to there to archive, and you gotta let me know if I'm doing good or if I'm doing bad. So bye bye everyone. Bye bye.